Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubois!
The place was full of fire and noise. Around 20,000 people were sitting so close, it felt like they were all touching shoulders. Lights from cameras blinked everywhere, and people's voices got louder and louder like ocean waves. Everyone was so excited they could hardly sit still. It felt like something big was about to happen, and the whole crowd could feel it in their bones.
This Olympic gold medalist now, as a professional, has
The last time they met, things ended in chaos. Daniel Dubois landed a hard shot to Usyk's body that dropped him, but the referee said it was too low. Usyk got up, came back strong, and stopped Dubois in the 9th round. Still, fans were left wondering, was that punch really illegal, or was it a fair shot lost in boxing politics? That doubt never fully faded. Tonight, the answer would finally come. At 38, Oleksandr Usyk walked into the ring not just as the heavyweight champion, but as a warrior who had faced giants and made history. Still, his age raised quiet questions. Could he still do it? On the other side stood a changed Dubois, stronger, sharper, and fully prepared. He had learned from his loss, listened to the doubts, and trained like this was his last shot. For Dubois, this was about redemption. For Usyk, it was about closing the door on any questions once and for all. The air was heavy, not just with tension, but with something deeper. Everyone could feel it. This wasn't only about winning belts or holding titles. It was personal now. It was about proving who truly belonged at the top. Pride was on the line. Legacy was on the line. For Daniel Triple D Dubois, it wasn't just about a title. It was about making sure the world never questioned his name again.
Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubois!
Backstage, the mood in each room was worlds apart. In Dubois' corner, the energy buzzed. He punched the pads hard, each hit sounding sharp, strong. Sweat rolled down his back. This wasn't for the cameras, this was war prep. No flash, just full focus. Meanwhile, in Usyk's room, it felt almost quiet. He moved like water, light on his feet, throwing calm, practice punches into the air. His coaches spoke softly in Ukrainian. No shouting, no nerves, just control. Then came the walkouts. Dubois stepped into the spotlight to a thunder of cheers. British flags danced above the crowd, and chants shook the air. The fight was near. Dubois looked around the crowd, his jaw tight, eyes sharp. He wasn't just fighting for himself tonight, he was carrying the weight of everyone who felt he was robbed last time. Then came Usyk, stepping out slow and steady like a machine. Lights flashed, smoke rose, but he didn't blink. His eyes stayed forward, cold and focused, the same look he had when he beat Joshua, when he stood tall against Tyson Fury. Inside the ring, they didn't shake hands or nod. No respect shown, just a storm ready to break. The bell rang. Neither man rushed. This wasn't chaos. This was control. This was high-level war. Dubois moved first, dipping low with his jab, a quiet reminder of the body shot that sparked debate 2 years ago. But this time, he didn't rush. He stalked Usyk with calm steps, smarter, sharper, like a man who knew exactly what he came to do. Usyk moved around the ring like he was thinking ahead. His eyes stayed on Dubois' chest like he was trying to solve a puzzle. Then suddenly, Usyk threw a fast left punch that hit Dubois on the head, sharp and quick like a warning sign. Dubois didn't stop. He stepped in and jabbed Usyk right in the side. The crowd made noise. They felt that one. But just when Dubois tried to throw more, Usyk hit him with 2 fast jabs and slid away before Dubois could land anything else. Dubois swung, but nothing was there. Usyk was already gone. Right before the round ended, Usyk moved in close and threw some fast punches to Dubois' head and body. The bell rang while Usyk stepped back, already thinking and figuring things out. That first round was close, but Usyk seemed a little sharper. Dubois came back strong in the next round. He went for the body again, this time with 2 quick jabs. He looked ready and more careful. He didn't waste any punches. He wanted to tire Usyk out, like Chisora once did, and gave Usyk a hard time, but Usyk was getting into his rhythm. His feet started dancing, he moved sideways, slipped out of tight spots, and always stayed a step ahead. His jabs weren't hard, but smart. He was trying to see how Dubois would react, like setting a trap. Then came the first big moment. Dubois jumped forward and threw a big right hand, but Usyk was fast. He hit back right away with a sharp left punch. It wasn't super powerful, but it was perfect. It hit Dubois right on the chin and made his head snap back. Dubois nodded like he understood, not hurt, but alert now. Later in the round, Dubois got him back. He landed a strong right punch on the side of Usyk's head. The crowd went wild. Usyk didn't show any pain, he just stepped back like nothing happened, but that hit gave Dubois confidence. Now everyone knew this fight wasn't going to be easy for either man. This round was closer, but Usyk still looked more in control. He started faster now, tapping Dubois with quick jabs and moving around him so smoothly that Dubois had trouble keeping up. It looked like Usyk had spent the first 2 rounds learning, and now he was ready to take over. He began throwing 2 or 3 jabs in a row, and some of them snapped Dubois' head back. His body moved with quick tricks, fakes, small steps in and out. It felt like Usyk was figuring Dubois out completely. Dubois tried to fight back with a hard right to the ribs, but his timing was just a little late. Usyk dodged it and hit back with a sharp hook to the side of Dubois' head. Halfway through the round, Usyk slipped in a sharp uppercut right through Dubois' guard. It didn't look like a hard punch, but it had power. Dubois blinked and stepped back, still calm, but something had shifted. You could feel it. The crowd was split now. Some fans shouted for Dubois every time he moved forward, while others watched quietly, amazed by how smoothly Usyk moved. This round was all Usyk. He had the momentum now, but Dubois came back with fire. After 3 rounds of learning, he was ready. He threw a strong right hand over Usyk's jab, and it landed hard near Usyk's temple. Usyk didn't fall, but it got his attention. Dubois was here to fight. The crowd roared. Usyk didn't panic. He just adjusted like a pro, dodged the next jab, shifted his weight, and hit Dubois with a quick left-right on the cheek, sharp and clean. Dubois kept pressing forward, this time hitting Usyk in the ribs with a heavy Usyk moved around the ring with that smooth footwork he's famous for. He didn't run, he just kept shifting the pressure, staying in control. No panic, no holding, just quick thinking and smart moves. In Dubois' corner, they saw a chance. Don't let him settle, keep hitting the body. They shouted between rounds. This was Dubois' best round yet. He landed more punches than he had in all the first 3 rounds together. He was doing well, but Usyk's defense blocked most of it. He never let the fight slip too far away. Then came round 5. Usyk came out calm but focused, not rushing, just sharp. He started throwing his jab twice in a row, landing it on Dubois' forehead again and again like a machine. Dubois tried to move forward, but each time he did, Usyk either hit him with a quick punch or stepped sideways into open space. The crowd started to see the pattern. Then, right in the middle of the round, Usyk fired off 3 fast punches, jab, cross, hook, all landing clean. Dubois took a small step back. He wasn't hurt badly, but the speed had clearly shaken him. Dubois fired back with a right hand to the ribs, but Usyk blocked most of it with his elbow. This is when the real mind game began. Every little fake from Usyk made Dubois react. Every time Usyk moved at an angle, Dubois had to stop and think. Dubois still had power and heart, but it was clear he was starting to play Usyk's game, and in that game, even a small pause can cost you. By the time round 6 started, Usyk wasn't just fighting, he was running the show. He threw quick punches to Dubois' body, making the British fighter stand stiff. Then came a straight left right down the middle. It hit so hard, Dubois' head snapped back and the sound echoed in the arena. It was the first time Dubois had to grab Usyk just to stop the action. Even the people talking at ringside said it clearly, this wasn't a close fight anymore. Usyk was in charge now. Dubois was breathing heavier and his coaches were yelling for him to move more, but his legs weren't listening. He still had power, yes, but he wasn't leading the dance anymore. Every punch he missed made it harder to keep up, harder to believe. Usyk looked calm, like he had all the time in the world. Dubois came out throwing punches. He knew he was behind, and the crowd felt like maybe, just maybe, he still had one big shot left. Early in the round, he landed a strong hook to the body. If he had landed that 2 rounds ago, maybe things would be different, but Usyk took it without blinking. Then he hit back 5 punches in a flash, and 3 landed right on target. Dubois stepped back, then he stepped back again. Usyk followed, not in a hurry, but like a cold hunter who already knows the end is near. And here we go. Dubois tried to hold his ground, throwing wild hooks, but Usyk slipped, leaned and fired back with laser accuracy. By the end of the round, Dubois' legs looked heavy. His shoulders weren't snapping back like before. His face still showed fight, but that fire was fading fast. Then the dam broke. Usyk pressed forward, cold and focused, and for the first time in the fight, he pinned Dubois against the ropes. A blur of punches followed. Jab, cross, hook, shot to the body, then a slick pivot out. Dubois swung back, but the precision was gone. His punches had no pop, his footwork was flat, his guard was loose, and his reactions? A second too late. Usyk wasn't desperate, he was dissecting. He turned into a machine, calm, ruthless, efficient. Dubois tried to clinch, but Usyk shoved him off and crushed him with a hook to the liver. Dubois' corner was yelling, panicking, fight back, get off the ropes. But he had no answers left, just heart. Knowing the fight was slipping away, Dubois came out swinging. One last shot, wild looping rights, overhand lefts, anything. But Usyk saw it all. He ducked a big shot and landed a beautiful uppercut that landed flush. It was clean, it was cold, it was perfect. Usyk wasn't rushing, he was building to the end. Every miss from Dubois was an open door, and Usyk walked through every single one. By the end of the round, Dubois had taken over 100 clean punches. His mouth hung open, his feet barely moved. Still standing, yes. Still fighting, but barely. He made it to the bell, but just. When Usyk rose from his stool, he looked like a man who already knew what was coming. He didn't rush, he stalked. Calculated steps, eyes locked in. Dubois lifted his gloves slowly. His corner told him, just survive. But Usyk had other plans. A jab cut through the guard. A left hand slammed against his cheek. Dubois backed up. Usyk cut the ring off like a surgeon in a knife fight. Then came the end. A brutal right hook to the ribs. Dubois winced. A heartbeat later, a crushing left hook to the jaw. The timing, perfect. The power, deadly. Dubois' knees buckled. He crashed down hard. The referee started the count. 7-8. Dubois looked up, dazed, eyes blinking, trying to rise. 9, 10. It was over. Oleksandr Usyk wins by TKO in round 10. Clear. Commanding, no questions this time. Dubois battered but proud, told reporters, I came in ready, but he showed another level tonight. I'll be back. Usyk cold, calm, clinical, simply said, I trained for war. He was strong, but I was smarter. This is my ring. Eddie Hearn at ringside just nodded. Called it. I said he'd stop him late. And Tyson Fury, watching from the crowd, he gave a rare compliment. Usyk's ice. That was clinical. He's still the man to beat. But Usyk didn't just win. He erased controversy, silenced doubts about his age, and reminded the world technique still beats raw power. At 38, he looked sharper than ever, maybe even better. Dubois, though defeated, earned respect. He didn't fold. He didn't quit. He came to fight. As fans poured out of the O2, one question echoed louder than the rest. Is there one more chapter left in Usyk's story, or did we just witness his final masterpiece? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Alright guys, for the latest boxing updates, highlights, moments, and breakdowns, subscribe to Knockout Updates and hit that bell icon so you never miss a fight. We've got more content waiting for you. Check out our next videos. Until next time, peace out.